about the things that we used to do. And then I wonder why I'm standing here missing you. No doubt we had some good times, you and I, but now it's time to start a new chapter in my life. Even though we've grown so far apart, you know that you will always be deep within my heart. So even though I can't see you again, I still remember way back when I used to...
What's up, people? Back once again. It's your boy, Connoisseur Big U, from that CuzWeKin squad, bringing you this edition of Sports Talk at the Open Bar. I told you the Raptors was gonna win. See, just like I said, Raptors in 6. I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I said the Warriors were gonna win. Congratulations to the Raptors, and I got to stand on what I said the Warriors were going to win. I was wrong. You know, we're not always right, and I got to stand up when I'm wrong. So, congratulations to the Raptors. The Raptors win their first championship in the history of the franchise. Kawhi Leonard is the Finals MVP. Kawhi is the guy with the Raptors. I don't know if he's going to stay there after this season. In the free agency, he may choose to go somewhere else, but for now, Kawhi's with the Raptors, and the Raptors, they did their thing, and they got the win. Congratulations to Kyle Lowry, who was with that team, seemed like forever. He was a guy that proved that you can stay at an organization and get a championship without having to go from team to team or, do all that kind of stuff, as long as you can pick up Kawhi Leonard. Big up Toronto, I'm a Warriors fan, but I'm a fan of basketball. I'm a Knicks fan at heart. My guys they didn't have a dog in the fight, so, to the victor go the spoils. Big up Toronto. Props to those guys, the fans. I know they were waiting for that for a long time. Canada is actually a birthplace of the sport of basketball. Dr. James Naismith, the creator of basketball, was a Canadian. The game was created, they played, I think, in a peach basket. It didn't look like it looked now. Looked a little different. You might want to Google, YouTube, something. Check it out. But Dr. James Naismith, Canadian, and now, full circle, they came back in the championship of the NBA. Goes to a team based in Canada. So, props to that. Drake, at the end of the game, Drake is a fan of the Raptors. Very famous. So he's allowed all kind of leeway to do all kinds of stuff. Very involved with the team. Got on the microphone and made some comments. Said a bunch of crazy stuff. The chips, his team with the chips and the dips and the dip and the chips and the flips and all this kind of stuff. Don't know what the hell he was talking about. I know usually when he freestyles, he gets people to write the shit for him. And maybe in that case, he should have got some ghost writers or something like that. Because that didn't make no damn sense. I don't know what he was talking about. The chips with the dip and the flips and all this kind of stuff. So Drake, get the ghost writers in effect. Try it again. To the Warriors, shout to the Warriors. You guys played with the heart of a champion, with a depleted roster like that, still to push the game, to push the series to 6, and to push that game as far as they pushed it. You got to give them their props, whether you're a fan or not. They went down fighting, they went out swinging. It looked like if Klay Thompson could have stayed healthy and finished out their game, it looked like they were on the way to even pulling that game off and maybe pushing the game 7. So, you can't deny the heart of a champion. So props to those guys. I used to watch In Living Color, and they had a character called Handyman, and he used to always say, never underestimate the powers of the handicap. But I don't think he was talking about in NBA situations. If you handicap in the NBA game, I don't think you got much of a chance. So the powers of the handicap can stick to other situations, probably not professional sports where you're competing against professional level athletes. So I don't think the Warriors had a chance after all those guys came up lame. It got to a point where they didn't have really no people left to put it on the floor. They put in McKinney. They had Cook playing major minutes. Jonas Jerebko was off the bench. Truthfully, I subbed in the game a couple times. I don't know if y'all saw me. I had on number 000000. But I subbed in a couple of times. I shot a free throw. They was taking whoever they could toward the end of that game. And like I said, they still kept it close. I do want to send, prayers, shouts out, positivity to KD and Klay Thompson and their family and associates, because that was two terrible injuries. You had KD rupture his Achilles, which sits him down for next season. And like I said, and I don't know if you saw my other video, we don't know if it's going to be the same KD again. He looks like the type of guy that he's going to work hard and recover. So whatever level of recovery that's available to him, I think he'll get back to that level. If it's meant for him to be 100%, it's not going to be due to a lack of him working. He will get back to 100% if that's in the cards. So, shout to that guy, and I hope that happens. And shout to Klay, a torn ACL. That's tough. So I know he's going to have. Well, I don't know if he's going to have that surgery. I'm not sure about that. So I don't want to say I know he's going to have surgery, but I'll see, what they say in the coming days, if he's going to have surgery or not. But I know he's going to miss some time. So that team is in a bit of a limbo. You got Klay is going to be coming up as a free agent. You got KD could be possibly leaving, and I don't know if those guys are going to be able to maintain the Warrior team in the way that it is. So if they can't maintain the team like that, do you think this is truly, because I heard some places where they're saying the end of the dynasty, the Raptors, they're the dynasty killers. They stopped the three-peat. Well, Kawhi, not the Raptors. Kawhi is the dynasty killer. He stopped the three-peat with Miami when he was with San Antonio. Now he's stopping the three-peat with Golden State while he's on the Raptors. So, it's the end of the Warriors thing is over, blah, 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 blah. How do you guys feel about that? Comment below, let me know. But I don't think it's the end of the dynasty. They have a system set up there, and the way those guys play, they play to win. And that's why I think even with a depleted roster, with a bunch of injuries, with a bunch of backup players, and with giving me a jersey to suit up and play a couple of minutes in the game, they still were able to. I'm serious, man. Go back to the footage and check it out, man. Like third quarter, about 15 minutes in the third quarter, I came out. I shot 2 jump shots. I shot a free throw. Check me out. 0000 0. That was my number. But seriously, in a situation like that where they were using backup players, they were still able to compete because of the system they have in place. So regardless of who they lose, they're not going to lose their whole team. And if they do lose players, they're going to get people to replace those players. So I think they're still going to be able to compete at a high level. And I wouldn't be surprised if next year we're still talking about the Warriors in the race to the finals. Like, oh, maybe the Warriors are going to, well, if we're talking about them as one of the top few teams in the West next year, I wouldn't be surprised, and unless they disperse that team totally, I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the talks again next year for top teams in the West. I got to address Draymond again, man. He had a triple-double. He had a Westbrook triple-double. He was playing hard. He was getting a lot of stats. He did a lot of stuff yesterday. He made some key plays in the game. But this dude had about 10 turnovers, man. I said in the video before, Draymond, don't be smoking marijuana before you play an NBA Finals game. I think he may have taken heed to what I said. So what I think he did before this last game was ate a weed brownie. Now, he didn't smoke a marijuana, but I think he had a weed brownie, a cookie, or he took a puff of them cartridge things. He might not have had marijuana, but he had something with some THC in it, because he was tripping, stumbling, kicking the ball. He was arguing with the refs. There was one play where he came down, he made a steal, and then he dribbled down like 1-on-3. It was him and 3 Raptors defenders. He dribbles the ball down into the post, starts making up fakes and does all these spin moves and all this kind of stuff. And the Raptors are just standing there looking at him, And I guess he thought that he was fouled and he made a turnover. Then he started arguing with the ref and got a tech. And I was thinking, like, he was looking like Shep playing against Invisible Nutso and above the rim. He was spinning and up faking and all this kind of stuff. There wasn't nobody there, and then he got a tech. Somebody need to reach out to Draymond Green and let him know that THC in any form is not acceptable before an important NBA Finals game. I said don't smoke marijuana, so he went on to the weed brownies or the cartridges, whatever it was. He was doing something before the game because he was bugging out. And last, but definitely not least, Melo. See? I told the Warriors, man, pick up the phone, 995. I was about to make up a number. I don't know Melo's number. But dial up Melo. I'm sure KD got the number. I know they're close. I know they talk. They hang out in New York, all that. Call Melo. I told him, get on the phone, get Melo. Soon as Clay would have went down, boom. Subbing Melo, hoodie Melo, boom. Threes, all that, back down, spin move, all that. Melo good for about 30, 40 in the corner, like Shepard above the rim, you know, reference the movie again. Warriors would have won that game easy. They could have rested up Clay, and then, you know, 7th game, who knows what would have happened. But no, you don't want to call Melo. You know, y'all want to be all on your pride and all that, let Melo stay home. Now the Warriors home. So, you know, again, we're going to bullet point this again. Raptors win. Kawhi's the man for now. Might leave Toronto, might not. Who knows? Kyle Lowry, you know, he proved that if you stay on the team long enough, you just might get a chip if you get Kawhi. Big up to Toronto. Drake, he needs ghostwriters for his post-game speeches because I don't know what the hell he was talking about with the chips and dips and dippity chips and all this kind of stuff. Warriors got championship heart. Draymond, leave the THC alone and sign Melo to an NBA franchise, you know. And as always, that was Big U, CuzWeKin, Sports Talk. Like we always say, because we can, many cannot. If you see us, open bar, the drinks on us. You know, holla at your boy. See you guys soon. Peace.
About the things that we used to do, and then I wonder why I'm standing here missing you. No doubt we had some good times, you and I, but now it's time to start a new chapter in my life.